do want to talk and discuss about public income versus private income. So I want to, definitely, so I'm not going to get into the definition of income. Y'all can research that. Definitely. I'm not going to really get into the specifics on public versus private. But I am going to specifically state on public income versus private income. We understand what public and private is, don't we? I don't really have to get into all that, but, I got some jewels. I got a couple things I'm going to drop. Man, where did I put it? I put it somewhere. All right. But income specifically, we need to understand it and understand the specific distinction. There's a reporting requirement for the use of Federal Reserve notes. I don't care if it's foreign. I don't care if it's domestic. I don't care if it's international. I don't care if it's Hague Convention. I don't care what you're talking about. If it's a public entity, a private entity, it does not matter. There is a reporting requirement for the use and transacting in Federal Reserve notes. Quote me on it. My name is Sot L, Seeker of Truth L, and I'm not playing. So let's make that distinction from the top. I don't even want to talk about that. There is a reporting requirement. I'm tax exempt. Sure, maybe you are tax exempt. There is still a reporting requirement. And if you understand, not even understand, if you've ever demonstrated in a tax avoidance, tax exempt, or whatever scenario, however you're coming at it, you understand what I'm saying. There is a reporting requirement for the use of Federal Reserve notes. Period. I feel like, man, I don't know if there's a bunch of misinformation. Well, I know there is, but I don't know what's going on. So I don't want to hear all this, do I need to pay taxes? Do I need to report? Look, man, I don't know if people are coming at me. I was talking to Yusuf about it. He feels like maybe there's people coming at him. Maybe I should have spoke for him, but whatever. But I'm tired of hearing about this tax stuff, man. There's a reporting requirement. If there is a tax implication, you got to pay the tax. If there is not a tax implication, you don't have to pay the tax. If you want to understand what I'm talking about, research tax evasion versus tax avoidance. I'm not talking about from statutes to Supreme Court to Internal Revenue Manual. You understand what I'm saying? So, income, public income versus private income. What are you talking about? Income is Federal Reserve notes, so I understand. It is derived, the source is public. Federal Reserve notes. We all know this. The source of a Federal Reserve note, it's a public agent, it's an entity, or maybe it's private. Who really knows? But we know it's not private. It could be a private corporation, but it's doing business in the public. There's reporting requirements, so on and so forth. There's beginning delegation, whether de facto, official or not. To create, the legal tender for, the United States. I'm not going to argue that. It has nothing to do with it. So all income is public, so you're right. Cool. You're great. You study. You're real technical. Thanks. But in actuality, this is what I want to say. The income, and this is why we get into, double entry bookkeeping. We get in, you got to understand because, there are different accounting methods. Zero entry bookkeeping, double entry, whatever. That being said, I'm talking about public income versus private income. The income is deriving from the United States. It's on that side. I understand that. It comes from the United States. But where it is going, that public or private. You feel where I'm at? You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. So, had to make those distinctions. That's why I said I'm not going to get into income and what the definition is or whatever, because we all know whatever it is, the definition of income has to do with Federal Reserve notes. When you're dealing with an entity, the rules regarding the taxation, the deductions, allowable, not allowable, ceilings, brackets, allowable, charitable deductions, so on and so forth, are different depending on the type of entity that receives that income. So public income, in my opinion, is any income that goes to do with an individual. Any income that goes to a statutory or legislative trust. That's public income. Private income is any income, is Federal Reserve notes, that goes to a private entity, specifically a business trust, what we understand as a business trust, what we understand as a family trust, set up and own its existence not to legislation or statutory authority, but own its existence to contract. Specifically, y'all understand what I'm saying? So depending on the entity, the type of entity, individual, corporation, grantor trust, living trust, these types of statutory entities that are receiving public income, I'm considering that public income. If it's a private entity that has more control over the movement, expenses, and business affairs of, the income, and it is allowable through its indenture or contract to lawfully avoid taxes, this isn't like making inflated expenses, creating stuff, lying. We're private, we're noble. We don't lie. Full liability in the private, not limited liability like in the public. There's no lying. The taxpayer responsible for the tax. So you got public income if you're a W-2 employee. They gave you a W-9 and you put your name and your social on there, right? You get a trust, you got a 98 number. You even, got the bank account open. So you're going to take those checks and deposit those checks into the trust and not report that as income to your individual, the Social Security number. You are bugging out. Because here's the deal. You gave the employer, remember, a W-9, which means, they got it's an employer request for taxpayer identification, whatever. I don't remember the name of the form. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And you put your name and that Social Security number. You understand what I'm saying? So what happened at the end of the year is your job, all the money, all those checks, all of them all together, all that money they reported to the Internal Revenue Service. They said, we gave that. They snitched on you. Witness. I'm so serious. Told on you. Like, yeah, this is what we gave him. I mean, this is the way the system is set up. They get deductions and allowable, reductions in taxable income by snitching. I'm not playing, man. So they told the IRS, they was like, yeah, we gave this person, this individual with this Social Security number, this much money in the year. So, you're chilling, year go by or so, you just report that income that you obtained that was reported with the social, maybe we're not thinking about that. I'm just gonna negotiate the checks and just deposit the checks into the trust account. So all I gotta do is 1041. You're bugging out. That's why I did the show, man. So we can understand the difference between public income and private income. Period. And the distinction between private and public is what the entity is that receives it. What entity is it? An individual? Is it a trust that is reported as receiving that income? And that's what we're missing. So you deposit it, you negotiate all the checks, deposit them in the trust account, but you don't file a 1040. Woo! It's about to go down. Remember when you gave the employer the Social Security number? You didn't give them the trust EIN, the 98 number, because they wouldn't accept that. Most times they'll fire you. You try to give them, some other doc, unless you understand nationality to a T, and you're sitting on some other stuff, like they're gonna fire you trying to play this exempt, sovereign, whatever the hell. So most people, don't give them. They gave them the social. So you gave them the social. So all of that income from that year needs to be reported. What'd you do with it? Oh, I gave it all to the trust. That doesn't matter. Why? Because you earned it as an individual. So you're responsible as an individual for tax. Well, I gave it all to the trust. Well, was it a gift? Was it charitable? Because you're only allowed, so much in gift. And even then, you still got to, be responsible for the tax on the income because it's income to the individual. The individual is responsible for the income just as well as the trust is responsible for reporting the income. The only difference is the individual failed to report it, and the trust reported. Y'all see what I'm saying? How can it be income twice? So if it's income to me as the individual, and then it's income to the trust, that's double taxation, de facto government. Nah, man. Nah. You gave the employer the social. They was reported as income to the social. That's why. If you give it, if you negotiate the checks that are in the name of the person with the social and deposit in the trust, that does not turn around and remove that from being income to the individual. It is income to the individual as well as income to the trust. That is the difference, in my opinion, public income versus private income. Once again, I got to do my disclaimer. I should do this at the front of the show. But I'm not an attorney. I'm not a lawyer. I do not have a law license. Do not practice law. I execute law. I'm a trustee. If you need legal advice, I do not give legal advice. If you need legal advice, I suggest you contact a competent, public, legality, individual, entity, whatever. There's a difference between practicing law and executing law. In order to execute law and practice law, most you got to know, but there's different types of law and jurisprudences or bodies of law. I'm a trustee. I execute law. How do I do that? Through contract. It's powerful, but you got to understand what the deal is. The world, the country, everything is controlled through contracts. You got to do business through contract, not through agreements. Agreements are statutory. Do you understand what I'm saying? Contracts versus agreements. Trust agreement versus trust contract. Public versus private. Stipulations versus facts. The system, the 1041 system, it encourages free will. It encourages creativity. It encourages entrepreneurship. And if you're not willing to adapt, if you have not already, and pick up those three principles, stay in the 1040 system. Private is full responsibility. Private is keep all of your books. You're responsible. Private is you no longer have banks offering services for you. You use banks in other capacities if you use them at all. Private means self-sustaining. You may not grow your own food, but you do something else that you can barter and exchange to get your own food. And you can, bet on that. The object is to go private and separate our private family wealth from the business wealth. So that if anything were to happen in the business or the economy or something, there would be no difference in the standard of living of your family. There's basic nuances that I think go unspoken, unsaid, and left unsaid because it leaves opportunity and room for someone to get paid off of you. Straight up in y'all family. And straight up love y'all. So don't go out there and burn yourself up. If you got a job, a W-2, and you got the checks are in the name of the social or whatever, the social name, quit playing. You for real got to quit playing. That individual needs to report. So I'm going to go to the 1041. I'm not going over the 1040. But the 1041 is 2 pages, man. Of course, if you got beneficiaries, there's distributions, there's a K-1 form for the distribution and stuff, but it's very simple. There's 3 parts to this form. It's 1 page. If you got to do any of the schedules, 3 schedules are on the back. There's a spot for other information. Other information to me is kind of spooky. I don't mean that. I should clarify what I mean. I would just suggest that the trust do not, or you as, in your fiduciary capacity, do not have any dealings to have to, get into that other part on page 2. So the first part, you got income. You got to put the name of the trust, the EIN, so on and so forth, the address, city, state, zip. It asks, check all that apply. And this right here, A, 1041, A, check all that apply. Woo! You better know what you're doing. Especially if I'm foreign. It's foreign. Everybody's getting stuck on foreign, man, And here's the thing, I'm going to drop something. Kill it. If you are executing a contract, if you are the trustee, within the contract, you have authority to amend the contract to minutes. Why are you concerned about being tax exempt? If you can expense, if every dollar that leaves the trust is an expense. Do you understand what I'm saying? Who cares about being tax exempt? Message. Income. Interest, from qualified dividends allocatable, rents, royalties, farm income or loss, total ordinary dividends, other income, list the type and amount. So you can say dividends, disbursements, stuff like that. Deductions. So, you can deduct interest, taxes, fiduciary fees, charitable deductions, attorney, accountant, and return preparer fees, other deductions not subject to the 2% floor. You attach a schedule 15A. Let's pause right there. Pause. Line 15A, other deductions. These are deductions, other deductions, not subject to the 2% floor, in parentheses, attached schedule. Well, I'm so I'm seeker of truth, so I just so happen to have the instructions for Form 1041. right in front of me. 41 pages, y'all. It's worth the ink and the paper as far as I'm concerned to be informed. Line 15A, page 23 in the instructions for instructions for Form 1041 and Schedules A, B, G, D, and K1. Woo. Page, what did I say? Page 23 is what it was. Maybe I said 21. I meant 23. Listen to this. Okay, so we know, these entities. Hold on. A trust is defined as a right of property, real or personal, held by one party for the benefit of another. Real property refers, for example, to land, buildings, crops, and mineral rights. Personal property consists of movable articles such as furniture, jewelry, stocks, bonds, gold, silver, cars, pets, insurance policies, shares in corporations. Trust. This is a trust return, right? Contract, though. We're dealing in contract, right? Because we're private. So, what exactly is a contract? It's an agreement to do or not to do certain thing, and is one source of an obligation. The contract is either express or implied. An express contract is one in which terms are stated in words. That's why you hear express trust under the common law. Translated. In words, trust contract under the common law. I mean, it's really simple when you get into it. So, contract. We understand that we're executing the contract in a fiduciary capacity. In that contract, the contract makes the law, right? That's why I said I execute the law. I don't practice law. I execute the law. We got to understand where our power is. And the contract is the law. So if you got certain amendments, you have the power to make amendments. And in the amendment, the amendment becomes part of the contract. So you can, in the contract, if it's not there, add allowable deductions in the contract. And it is a contract that was executed, outside or without the United States under the Article 1, Section 10, right to contract, or lack of impairment thereof. What is that? In part, no state shall pass any law impairing the obligations of the contract. 15A, deductions. Other deductions not subject to the 2% floor. 1041, form instructions, page 23. Attach your own, line 15A, other deductions not subject to the 2% floor. Attach your own statement listing by type and amount all allowable deductions that aren't deductible elsewhere on Form 1041. So you attach something to the 1041 that lists the allowable expenses and substantiate that. Oh, man. Y'all my people. Y'all know that, right? I mean, think about it. Food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, retirement services. If you're thinking of, tangible, what retirement services, right? Oh, man. I hope y'all had a good time. I had a good time. I'm about to go to the phone line. You can definitely call in 424-222-5250. If you got a question or a comment, you can say peace. You can say war. It's free will. Or you can call in 563-999-3625. I hope you enjoyed the show. You were, definitely listening to the Foundation on High Frequency Radio Network. Like I said, I like to, kick back. I don't want to go too deep, but I do want to point out very specific things. to my people, to my family, because these things are important. These things help with the understanding. You got to understand, most of these people talking about trust and talking about discharge and talking about all this set off and blah, 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 blah. Man, they're not doing it. I'm not playing with you. I'm telling you the truth, family, because I love you. Most of these people out here charging and talking about this stuff, they are not doing it. They're repeating. They got their hands on some books. Here's what happened. And I'm going to tell the truth because I love the truth, and I love y'all. So here's the truth. They paid for something, got it, and then figured, well, if I pay for it, I can get someone else to pay for it. Because I didn't need the specific understanding of it to pay for it and get it. So I'm just going to sell it to people or, whatever, and turn around and, change some words and, try to sound eloquent and make it look all weird and try to make it different than, what they're paid for. There's people out here doing business. I mean, straight up, let's talk about this. I went to school for international business sales and marketing. I can tell you this. You can pay for a product. If it's not copywritten, so on and so forth, you can replicate it over and over again and make money. Oh, I bought authenticate the birth certificate for $50. I bought, discharge for $350. I bought, my 98 number for $500. That's $900. So I'm going to turn around and sell those three things over and over again. Man, that's 98% of the people out here. So I'm out here with love and an action of charity, trying to put the record straight, trying to re-establish and relay this foundation of understanding, this foundation of information, and this foundation of specific procedures and terms and nuances that aren't being told and taught because they're not known. That's why I'm so heavy on open your own business. Start your business tomorrow. Why? Because you're going to generate income. Why? Because that income will go to the business instead of to the social. Oh, you feel me? That's the first step, in my opinion, to breaking the chain. You ain't got to quit your job, but you utilize a corporate business front and the 1041 system, inventory trust, what have you, properly, and you'll be good faster than you can understand. How do I know? How do you know, so? Because I'm using it. I'm doing stuff I wouldn't normally do. I'm doing stuff my parents couldn't do for my children. And it's private, so I'm not really going to say much, but I'm telling you, I feel good about what I'm able to do and provide for my family. And I'm able to do that because I understand what I'm talking about, and I'm doing it. So this is the understanding. You can't assign checks or income to a trust as an individual and expect not to have to report the income received on a 1040. That's not how you go private. Whoever told you that, they was lying. You ain't going to be able to holler at them after you let them know in an email or a text message or on the phone that, hey, I did the return, it didn't happen the way you wanted it to. If you're on the phone with them, they're going to be like, oh, I got this call. I'm going to have to call you right back. And you'll never talk to them again. Or if you text or email them, they're never going to email you back. Even high frequency. You see how many people come and go on this network? They burn themselves up. Or they burn out. But most people burn themselves up. Get popped off. Or they get called out. I stick to what I know. And I stick to what I do. And I know what I do. And I do charity. And I execute the law. I mean, for real. Like, I mean, come on, man. If you're a trustee, you executing the law because contract is the law. If you understand that, you're cold. You're raw daddy. And if you do, salute. If you do, salute. But each one teach one. I'm going to go to the phone line. Woo, look at y'all. Hey, I was in a good mood this evening. I'm telling you. I guess I could tell from the phone line. I was going to say something before I went to the phone lines. That is, specifically, you can do it. Bottom line, you can do it. I know it seems like a cantankerous situation. Like, it's just crazy. It's really big. It's difficult. I don't even know what I'm doing. You know, people are tripping, taking my money. I can't get a hold of them. Like, it's full of just crazy stuff. You know, the website's down. It was up. Where'd they go? Is this real? I got laughed at in the bank, so on and so forth, you know. But you can do it. Keep moving. Keep pushing. There is a way. Game recognized game. Real recognized real. And if you don't worry about the boo-hoo, you keep chugga choo-choo, things will work out. Can't rain all the time. With that being said, I'm going to go to the phone lines. Phone figgities. Let me see. First caller. 347 area code. 347-20. Oh. 347. 1 second. Blog Talk, y'all. Shout out to Blog Talk. Maybe I need to shout out Blog Talk, and it'll stop banging me over here in the back office. 347-2088. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hellotion? 347-2088. Oh, man, I was looking for the holler. Holler black. 646 5098. Oh, what's the deal with your deal?
What's the deal, So L? How you doing? It's me, Dad from Brownsville.
I'm doing well, brother.
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm all right. That was my sister just now. I don't know. Well, she probably stepped up for a moment, or she got bad reception. It's 2088.
She was hating on me, the whole foundation crew, all the archive listeners, all of us. She just hated on all of us. Trustees.
Well, you know what happened? It's a good thing to know. So you have to watch what you tell her then.
No, I'm just playing. I'll go back to her.
I know.
But how you doing?
You know, I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I'm okay. How are you?
Clean, sir. Thank
That's
you.
Good.
I'm doing well. Very well.
You're welcome. Yeah. Everything's all right. That you know, everything is all right. You know. That.
Cool.
It's just cold. It's just cold out here in New York. You know. That's how it is. You know. That's why everything is all right. Cold. You know. Yeah. You know. That's how it is. With that. Yeah. I got some aches and pains. I try to I jumped in the shower before I listened to the show to alleviate the pains, you know. So, and some hot water on me, you know. It helped a little bit, you know.
That's what's up, man. You gotta get some what they tell me all the time? Arnica. Get some arnica. Throw some arnica on that. Arnica. ARNICA.
Arnica.
Arnica.
Oh.
ARNICA. Arnica. Yeah, it's your turn. Arnica. Okay. And take care of yourself, man. You gotta take care of yourself, man. Quit playing with yourself, man. Treat yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. Throw some Arnica on there. Drink some green tea.
Yeah, that's what all these callers on here need to do. They need to stop playing with themselves, take care of themselves, especially if they're listening to you. You know. I appreciate you coming on, man. I always look forward to talking to you. I know you ain't got that much time. I'm going to let you take the next call, all right? Peace and love, man. Love you.
Appreciate you, man. Peace and love. That's my guy. If y'all don't know, that's Daryl from Brownsville. That's my guy. Right? We go back like family. Yeah, sister named Yvette. Super chill. We'll bring her back in a second. But first, 925-9681. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
How you doing, man? How you doing? This is Brian. Brian in the Bay
Hey,
Area.
Brian. What's going, Brian from the Bay?
Hey, man. Enjoying the show like always. And,
cool.
Yeah, I want to be here to listen. But the only thing I would ask you, because I had that question myself, is when it comes to, let's say, for instance, my mother, she been working for the state all her life, and so when not all her life, for a pretty long time. So when it comes to her stuff, and say like when she retires, they gonna give her, like a little check for that. So would that be considered, still, even though she's not working no more, that was still, she would have to fill out the W-2 when it comes to taxes, when it comes to that. Even if she tries to even if we put it in the, the family or the business trust, she still will have to fill that because she did that in her Social Security number. Correct?
I understand what you're saying, but first and foremost, I know I already said it, but I can't get legal advice, man. Especially on the air. But no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Traditionally, retirement income is non-taxable. Yeah, okay. Traditionally, retirement income is non-taxable, but you got to, I'm not I'm not the guy.
I understand.
I'm not the guy, but I have dealt with clients who their retirement income is not taxable.
Okay, I thought
unless
so,
it's like a specific 401k. Some IRAs, the contributions aren't taxed, but then the withdrawals are taxed. That's why the Roth IRA came out, because the contributions are taxed, but then you withdraw tax free because they expect taxes to go up. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, traditionally, retirement income is not taxable. Like, from retirement account or, Social Security, so on and so forth.
All right. Well, that's it, man. I'm going to let somebody else get on there. I'm not about to be on here so the whole time, but I appreciate what you've been doing, giving everybody information. And I'm always over here listening and learning. So, peace. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man. Peace and love. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, bruh. Yeah, thanks for calling in and adding to the platform. Appreciate it, man. And I'll talk to you soon, man. Peace to the guys.
Peace.
Next caller, 407-9973. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Can you hear me? My name's Lena. I'm calling from Florida.
Peace. How you doing? I'm doing well. Nice to meet you. How are you?
What'd you say?
I said nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you. I just had a question. I found out one of my questions while I was looking on the internet. I was trying to find out, are you connected with Yusef? I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
Are y'all separate?
Well, in what way? In what way do you mean connected?
In whatever way. Like, I don't know if y'all are like on the same team, I guess, I see the name in the details, I guess. But that's not my question. I was gonna ask. I did want to know, but my real question is, you mentioned the business, starting a business or whatever, the business trust or whatnot, and I've heard some different avenues about kind of getting started with that. I know you say you can't really talk about this stuff on the air, but is there something that you can recommend as to, which direction to go in that arena?
Yeah, I think the best thing to do is email me. The email is admin.
Oh, hold up. Admin
at welcometothefoundation.com.
Foundation.com.
Yeah. admin@welcometothefoundation.com.
All right, cool. All right, brother.
But yeah, yep. This is high frequency. Yep. This is just I do a show on high frequency. It's called the Foundation, and that's what we're doing right now. So yeah, I am affiliated with You Should Spell. Definitely. That's my big brother.
Okay.
But I appreciate you calling in.
All right. No worries.
No.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I've been familiar with you guys for a minute. I just, I'm actually going through the process of the secured party now. But I don't know. Something kind of just led me back this way. And one of my cousins, he's actually in prison. He talks about yourself all the time. So, and I just had this email that popped up. So I watched the discharge webinar he just did yesterday or today, and then your live thing popped up. So I just kind of, ended up here, and I was feeling the vibe. So I think I'm going to try to connect with you guys.
I appreciate it, sister. It was nice to meet you, and I look forward to, honestly, I look forward to serving you. So definitely send me an email.
All right. My pleasure, brother. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Peace and blessings.
Peace.
30 seconds on the broadcast. If you don't want to drop, you got to call in. What's the number? I forgot. I'm just playing. 424-222-5250-523-993625. Those are two separate numbers, and they both work. They do the same thing. It's kind of dope. Pretty cool. Was that just loud for me? That's crazy. All right, so next caller. See, I don't want to. That's why I try to 205, right? 0377 205 0377. Peace. What's the name? Where you calling from?
Man, you already know the name, and you already know where I'm calling from when you hear that 205, man. You already know what time it is, bro. Yeah, it is all good, it's all well, man. Peace, brother. Peace. What's going on? How the universe treating you and yours, family?
Peace, Mello, brother. I'm doing well. How you doing? Everything is perfect.
Man, I'm out here just hit the clock. Just hit the clock, you know what I'm saying? Just hit the artificial construct time clock, you know what I'm saying? I'm now about to relocate, man, back to the domicile, you know what I'm saying? It's about 42 degrees out here, man. So trying to mainly get to the shelter, man, right now, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I chimed in the middle part of the show, but I'm gonna jump back in the archives and, you know what I'm saying, break out the pen and pad or whatnot. So, it's funny you were saying that about different little step processes, because today I went on and took a trip to Montgomery, the capital, and I went up there to pick up some little authentication information, man, and just try to step by step, you know what I'm saying, follow through with the processes and gain a true understanding of what these processes are actually functioning, the ability of how they function and what to use them for. Instead of, like you saying, running around paying for package deals from different cats and then not even developing the full growth of a comprehension of, how this functions. How can I execute what I have? You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing, man. We want to be true to self before anything else out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's really sad that our people looking for a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for that loophole, but little do they know, we got other brothers out here who really don't have a true respect for government and how it truly functions. Therefore, there is no true respect and no honor for your ancestors and the way how to truly do business and work in commerce. So I really understand that, and I don't reach out to a lot of cats, But I do speak to cats who follow Yusuf, who listen to you, listen to you brothers, and I do communicate with other brothers from other states who do pretty much on the same wave. But like I say, if you start to deal with some of these brothers, you'll learn that everybody has a different process, honestly. Everybody may have a different process of how they may, execute something or whatnot, or implement something. But at the same time, if they're standing in honor, if the process is lawful and legal, all the steps have been taken, to secure your actions and transactions and transfers and whatnot, and your affairs, then you should be straight. None of that swapping and swindling stuff. This is an even swap, no swindle. So that's just what it is out here, man. But just forewarn the family, man. Just really don't be coming out here. Don't jump on the first train or the first bandwagon that's taking place and catch some I got the package deals, because honestly, to be truly honest, there is no package deal that can be sold to you, family, that can execute the function of your nationality, what you're supposed to be doing here, your purpose, and your divine cause. So that you will pay at your own expense due to your due diligence in doing the works. That's the true price. The true price for all these packages and all this stuff is the due diligence of what you would do, your own creativity, your divine works, and gain from that. So there is no actually, no fee for this. The fee is what you would pay. Understand, and true individuals know that, man, who's actually doing these processes. So that's just what it is, bro. And I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna recap in a little bit as soon as they upload that thing, put it up there, and I'm gonna go digging, man. I got to get back up at 3 in the morning, but I'm gonna spend like an hour and go in, man, tonight and just jot down some more trust notes, some estate plans, implement some more ideas, recap the show, and just give thanks, man, and give thanks, you know what I'm saying, and continue to build, bro. Continue to build, definitely. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man, but I'm glad to hear from you, man. Definitely glad to hear from you. You got your vitality, you know what I'm saying? You're up and well, you know what I'm saying? And, you back at it, doing your due diligence, bro. That's part of the earth. That's part of your price of being here. So, I give thanks, man. I definitely give thanks and remaining loyal on our behalf over here for us doing what we got to do. So I got certain ones. I text them, honorably, and just let them know, hey, the show on, tune in. Show's on, tune in. I'm sending out texts. I try to do my piece by tuning in brothers, you know what I'm saying, and getting them on board. So the rest is up to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely what it is. So, but, and, with enough said, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? May the universe continue to make way for you, bro. And, you know what I'm saying? Open up arrangements and better the conditions for us as a whole. So, yeah, thank you, brother, from this side to back to that side. We soon will reach, and, I trust, don't hope, but I trust, you know what I'm saying, we will create a platform and definitely break bread with that platform and share it with the people, you know what I'm saying? So that's what my aim is, honestly. I'm in the cuts, I'm in the back, I'm in the dark side working, I'm in the background, so we'll pop out in a minute.
Always, man. All praises due to the Creator and the ancestors, man. But thank you. You're consistent on the show. You getting off work, just jumping in last minute and stuff. You always have something valuable, I think, to bring to the platform. I definitely appreciate that, man. So, definitely thank you. And thanks for calling in.
Indeed. Likewise, bro. Likewise. Tell the rest of the family I said, take care of yourself, man, and y'all be safe out there until next time, shortly. Peace to the God, man.
Absolutely, family. Peace to the gods.
Indeed.
All right, next caller. 111, bunch of ones. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, peace to the gods. So, L, how you be? My brother's keeper. You are my brother's keeper, man. How you be? Balance on the check-in.
Hey, Balance, how you doing, man?
Doing
Peace,
lovely,
man.
I caught the tail of you, man. I didn't get to hear the whole show, but I got to go back in the archives and check out what you put down today. You know what I'm saying? My brother's keeper.
I got you.
But I want everybody to know, everybody get in where you fit in. Everybody get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? Because Soul's dropping jewels. I know he dropped jewels today on y'all. Triple beams on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Triple stack on you. So, you know, I'm just sending love to the whole family, you know, the nation, and making sure everybody's doing the right thing and studying and absorbing all that good knowledge you know, you expanding and sharing with the, you know, the whole community, man. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Every day is a learning day, man. We always learning something new, man. You know what I'm saying? In order to become better beings. Feel me? I'm glad you're getting better. You sound good, man. Glad you got rid of that bug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm all good.
So yeah, I want you to hit me with that email from that kid from Brownsville, man. Send it to me to the kite. Send that kite to me. You know where to send it to me. So I can link up with that Brownsville. You know, I give him a shout out. You know?
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me hit him first. You know.
Yeah, do that.
That's good, but yeah, I'll do that. You know.
Yeah, I see it in the box. And when it pops up, you know. I just wanted to send that, you know, that info to you. So you can get back to me on that. But definitely, I like it, man. You're doing right things, man. Keep up the good work. And send out nothing but love, peace, and harmony to you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're doing the right thing.
Appreciate it, man. Peace, love, and harmony to you as well, man.
Hope to see you soon, man. Keep the frequency going, baby boy. All right, one up to the sun up.
I got you. Appreciate you, man. Peace.
All right, peace and love.
Peace to God.
To all.
Peace and love.
Already know.
Where'd he go? Daryl. The Battle Lions wants your email. Man, what's your number, man? What's your number, man? This your number, man?
Yeah, this is me. So L, I'm still here. This is down. So L, I'm here. Yeah, you can give you can give Balance my information. Balance. I'm out in Cephalo Projects in over here in Brownsville, Brooklyn. I'm out here in Cephalo Projects.
Where the brother at? Is this the brother?
Yeah.
The 1-1? Balance.
Yeah, I'm here. No doubt.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right.
So we're gonna keep it in the private, so we're gonna do it like we always supposed to do it in the private. Send me the kite. You know what I'm saying? I'll be waiting for it.
All right. I'm gonna send the email. Cool.
Okay, that sounds good. Send that email. You know where to send it. Okay.
All right. Peace.
Peace and love.
Peace. All right.
Peace. All right, y'all. Look, you can't leave the sister out. Sister Yvette? Is it Sister Yvette?
Peace to the guys. Peace to my kings and queens. Brother Saldell, God bless you.
All right, appreciate it. How are you? How you doing?
Blessed and highly favored, my brother. I called in to give you some jewels for the community because I was listening to the show last week. I think the gentleman's name was Brian, and he was asking some advice about shelf corporations. So this is for the community as far as the business. Be careful when you all are offered these shelf corporations. Do the research on these corporations and these companies that you're buying, these shells, because sometimes these corporations have tax problems. They borrow through their business funding or their private funding, and it's attached to these business, and they're looking to dump these business and their problems onto you. If they're not set up properly, if their tax information is not set up properly, they're done in bread, they're paid tax, you will get blanked. You will get blocked from Paydex. You will get blocked from Dun & Brad. And you could face some tax problems, probably end up in jail. And it's not a good thing. Due diligence is the best way to do it. You take your time. You start your businesses, your LLCs, S-Corps, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, just do the research. You know, don't take shortcuts. Don't go to LegalZoom, Amera Lawyer, you know. Don't take shortcuts because it's going to cost. It's going to cost you. These corporations want all this money to do the same paperwork you all can do, and you get your businesses off the ground. Don't start off the ground and get smacked down before you even start running and flying. You know, and I've been doing my due diligence, you know, and that's what it's about, you know, getting yourself together. You know, and everybody wants to run and do a business. Okay, fine, well, but what is your personal like? You know, because they're still going to check your personal credit. You still got to use socials to get the EIN and to set up whatever, whether it's in the public, whether it's in the private, you still got to use those 9 digits. If you don't want to use those 9 digits, make sure everything is cleared off those 9 digits before you go and try to do something else. Because those 9 digits are still going to follow you no matter what you do until you come completely out this system. And this is for my kings and queens. Don't play with this. Shortcuts are going to really be shortcuts for some. You got to learn to pick sense and nonsense. And that's where, you know, we listen to the show, we get the information, we get the tools. Everything is done. You're going to have to do your work, you have to do your research, you're going to have to get in order. Invest in yourself, in the public, and then it'll be worth it in the long run. And Brother Sold Out, it is such a pleasure to hear you in the best spirits and health. And that's all that matters. Keep yourself well, be blessed, the family be blessed, and just keep doing you. Keep doing you. Take care of your health. Because without the health, you, like you said, if you don't have health, you can't take care of you, and you're not going to have nothing to throw up in the air and appreciate it later on down the road. And to my brother, because I know he on this line and I know you hear me, keep your head up because we about to come up. Just stay grounded. Keep your head up. Brother, you be blessed. Peace to the kings and kings and the gods.
Thank you very much. And I thank you for, calling in, and I thank you for, adding to the show. And I appreciate all all your kind words and your encouraging words all the time. So thank you, sister. And have a great week.
God bless you. I appreciate you.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. Peace to the community.
All right. And that's it. I know how I do. I want to thank everyone. I definitely have, as you can see, listeners who come in every show. And I want to say thanks and appreciation to all of you. I also have listeners who come to every show but don't say anything. That don't push one. Don't really have anything to say. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I see your numbers consistently. You ain't got to say nothing. But I want to thank you for being a part of the foundation here on High Frequency Radio Network. I want to thank everyone who's consistent. I want to thank everyone who's inconsistent. Because, definitely without this type of encouragement and this type of feedback, I'm sure that, I would have lost interest in this medium of charity. I do have other charitable works that I have in the works, I guess, would be this case. And I'm not always going to be in the public. And I want to make that clear. I don't have or possess a determination to be a public figure. I'm here for charity. And vicariously, I have to be somewhat public and accessible to do what I want to do, what I need to do, what I'm being called to do by what I feel is my ancestors. And can't nobody tell me nothing different. And I'm doing it for my family, and can't nobody tell me different. And you're my family, and can't nobody tell me different. So I love and appreciate y'all. Definitely do. But I also want to know that nothing lasts forever. And it's up to us to dedicate our time, our energy in constructive ways, not only just positive ways. And, lend our focus, our energy on this earth to becoming a part of something significant or building something significant. Success is BS. It's all about being significant. Was your life significant? What did you do? Doesn't matter how much money you made, how much gold and silver you hoarded. I don't care. Your heirs might care, but the world will forget you. The people in your family, after a few generations, you will be forgotten unless you are significant. So with that being said, I'm working so that I can help you be significant for multiple generations. What I discuss here on the foundation is for you. It's for family. Yes, it's in the public. But only certain individuals on a certain vibration are going to check this out. You're either on the vibration of your learning and you're seeking, or you're on the vibration of your heading and you're some sort of, at least you're a scout at the very least. I'm only listening and worried about the people who are seeking and want to learn. Regardless if you got something going on or you just want to know. This is for you. Understanding these things, even the small nuances of these things such as income and distributions and avoidance and evasion and stuff, these are fundamental. Once you have the proper entities, the proper indenture, and the proper training, you still have to execute the law. You see how in private you execute and in the public you practice? I ain't practicing nothing. And I don't even enjoy going anywhere where they operate a practice. Yeah, I own my own medical practice. You practicing medically on me, son? Execute. You better execute that contract. You better execute this bypass. And practice. And I know it sounds funny, but I'm serious. And it's very important to me because I know it's very important to you. If you tune in every single week or you check out the archives every week. That special that I mentioned earlier, I'm going to do it for 2 weeks. Today is December 13th. If you're interested, hit me up. I do not sell anything. I offer. I'm not a salesman, I'm an offerer. There's a big difference. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. I love y'all so much you don't understand. You be like, these dudes don't even know me. You don't know if I don't know you. Keep moving. Keep better. All I expect from you and I want from you is to be better than you were yesterday. I don't care about anything else. And enjoy yourself. And take time to have a good time. And keep studying. Keep learning. Keep moving forward. And I'm going to keep doing the same, and we can do this together. We're going to sync up. But you deserve to have a good life because you put in a lot of work and a lot of dues to this point. So it's time for you to benefit. Make the decision. Peace and love, peace and blessings. I love y'all. Enjoy yourself and love yourself. Until next time.
doing this thing all the way live.
High Frequency Radio.